What is up, everyone? Welcome to another video. So during the course of the entire December period, I think I set up like 3 home networks, and it dawned on me, you know what, Preshaan, I think we need to do a better Wi-Fi episode talking about the 5 tips when setting up a new Wi-Fi. So without further ado, let's go through 5 essential steps. So at step number 1, you need to choose the right place for your router, right? And the reason why you have to choose that is because the place has to be central and an elevated location, obviously for best coverage. Avoid being anywhere close to walls and metal objects, especially things like microwaves. Um, and avoid also putting it inside cupboards, because obviously all of those things can block signal. And why? Because Wi-Fi signals are like light. They spread in the form of waves, and they can be blocked and obstructed by things like brick walls, um, microwaves, and all of those things. And bad placement leaves you with dead spots around your home, and then you have people saying, hey, the Wi-Fi is not working. When it comes to tip number two is a big one, and I see a lot of people not doing this. It is changing your default network name, or the SSID, right? Most routers have names like TP-Link or Netgear or D-Link, whatever. And the reason why you should change it is because leaving it as the default, it makes it easier for hackers, and especially because they can guess, not all the time, but they can guess the default password set on the devices. So you should choose a unique name that doesn't obviously reveal any personal information, things like Smith Family Wi-Fi. But yeah, I mean, I'm capable of doing that as well. Or as much as we are Silver Fox, our guest Wi-Fi is actually done in our home. When it comes to tip number three is securing your network with a strong password, right? So you should always set a strong password for your network using a mix of numbers, letters, and symbols. For example, um, capital home 2025 with an exclamation mark, something like that. That works well. And why you need to do this is obviously it prevents unauthorized access to your network. And if someone obviously guesses your password, they can steal your data, um, and more especially even slow down your connection by using your bandwidth. And I mean, we had an instance where we had a secondary network that was connecting to our primary network, that was connecting a camera to an external system. And we didn't know that the Wi-Fi on the secondary network was actually an open network. And we used to always wonder, why the hell is our line dead? Because we had a 100 meg line. And come to find out that it was an open network and people were just connecting and hammering our network. But that's another story. As well as, apart from changing the password of your Wi-Fi, you should also change the password of your router, because leaving it as the default password is also very dangerous, because default passwords are easily Googled and you can find out that information and access a router. The fourth tip is going to be update your router's firmware, right? So you shouldn't skip updating your router's firmware. It's just like updating your smartphone or your computer. These updates often fix things like security vulnerabilities, improve performance. Most routers have built-in options to check for updates in their settings, so you don't really have to do much. The final tip is going to be set up a guest network. So if you have visitors, you should set up a separate network that keeps your main network private and secure. And why you would want to do this is, obviously guests get access to the internet, but they don't have access to things like your smart TVs, your printers, and all of those things. Some routers actually also have the ability of limiting the the bandwidth allocation to your guest Wi-Fi. So it's like if you give your neighbor the guest Wi-Fi, then if you like have a 100 meg line, they're not streaming 4K on Netflix. You could cap that guest Wi-Fi and then say, okay, that can only use maybe 5 meg off my 100 meg link, that sort of thing. And so there you have it. By following these tips, you can have a secure, reliable Wi-Fi at home in no time. And these are simple things, and most of the time what I've actually found is that routers are becoming more easily configurable, and most of the time when you set it up for the first time, it asks you to change all of these settings. So if you are setting up your first home Wi-Fi, don't be afraid to change these settings, because again, those routers can be factory reset. So it's like if you do something wrong and you feel like you're not happy with it, you can factory reset it and go back to blank. But if you found this helpful and you enjoyed this video, you can let me know by giving a like rating if you did. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. But guys, in the comments, let me know what is the biggest challenge you face when setting up your home Wi-Fi. But guys, thank you very much for watching. My name is Preshaan and I will catch you in the next video.